in Highland Park, it was the only issue that we talked about was the noise. It was the airport, so it was noise pollution. There was a chemical plant just within walking distance of my home. Didn't know what they produced, but I knew it was a very volatile chemical. I'm talking walking distance, a block. And I remember going out my back door one day. I was going to take a walk. And I suddenly felt like I couldn't breathe. And that was after I smelled something in the air and I couldn't define what it was. And I had to think about that chemical plant sitting there like that, being that close to us, and what they were releasing, and should we be concerned. So when the noise pollution became so prevalent, my husband and I discussed it. We thought, no, we need to get our kids out of here. My twin daughter was complaining of cluster headaches, usually right as the airplane would descend over the playground. And I thought, this is just too coincidental for us not to be concerned. So they labeled it cluster headaches. I wasn't so sure. And we decided we'd move this way again. We bought what we could afford. And I've been there ever since. So almost 35 years.
Does she still have cluster headaches?
No, she does. It seemed like she outgrew it by the time she was 12, 13. Well, I would say that we have new leadership, a new opportunity to make a change here in Louisville, Kentucky. Because I think, contrary to what people might say about Louisville, I think most people want to see Louisville succeed. If Louisville succeeds, Kentucky succeeds. And that's the bottom line. And stop pretending like that's not the case. We send a lot of tax dollars to Frankfurt that we don't get back. You know, we're not totally ignorant to what goes on between Louisville and Frankfurt. So, help us. Don't talk about us. Don't dismiss us. Help us get this right once and for all. If it happens in Louisville, it can happen everywhere. And that's how I feel about that.